Ange walked away from the gymnasium courtyard, leaving Konako to process his apology. He stepped back into the bustling main building of Kuoh Academy, his dark brown hair settling past his ears as he adjusted the shoulder strap of his canvas bag. The school day was only halfway over, and he still had to maintain his persona as a thoroughly uninteresting transfer student. He navigated the crowded hallways with practiced ease, seamlessly slipping through the blind spots of the generic students. During afternoon math and history lectures, Ange sat silently in the back row. He kept his brown eyes fixed on the blackboard, casually scribbling down notes while his mind experimented with the internal flow of his newly discovered power. Underneath his desk, he subtly pulsed the holy energy through his fingertips, feeling the dormant, roaring warmth of the golden fire resting just beneath his skin, ready to ignite at a split-second notice. When the final bell cut through the classroom air, signaling the end of the day, the classroom exploded into a flurry of chatter. Ange waited for the initial rush of students to clear out before smoothly slinging his canvas sports bag over his shoulder. As he crossed the threshold of the classroom door into the main hallway, he ran right into Irina and Zenobia, who were waiting for him by a row of lockers.
Ange, the atmosphere in the town is completely different today. Disrupting Valper's fusion grid totally threw Kokobiel off his schedule. Heaven Scouts say he's furious.
We bought ourselves time, but a cornered cadre class fallen angel is highly unpredictable. We need to plan our next move immediately. Where are we regrouping?
Not here. Move out casually. Follow me to the forest boundary.
The three of them turned on their heels, their white shoes clicking rhythmically against the linoleum floor as they exited the building, ready to prepare for the inevitable storm Kokobiel was about to unleash. To see how Ange handles the gathering storm, let me know. Does Kokobiel launch his main assault on the school ground that very night? What happens when Rias confronts him after noticing him walking out with Irina and Zenobia? Should Ange show his ignited holy hands to the two church knights during their strategy session? Act I, the Midnight Purge. The concrete walls of the subterranean water treatment facility rattled as Ange led the charge. Moving with impossible supersonic martial arts speed, Ange blitzed through the primary iron gate like a shadow made of steel. Before Fried Selzen could even finish drawing his signature light.
Generated by DramaIt.
The shimmering portal of the underworld manifested deep within an abandoned, cavernous storage vault on the outskirts of Kuoh Town. Ange stood on a high, rusting steel gantry, his dark brown hair brushing past his ears as he looked down at the massive, glowing, magical circle. His school uniform blazer was buttoned tight over the leather backstrap of his massive broadsword, and his heavy canvas sports bag leaned quietly against his leg. Beside him, Irina and Zenobia adjusted their grips on their newly fire-blessed blades.
He actually did it. Issei Hudo Iso actually crashed the formal engagement banquet in the middle of the Phoenix territory. Look at the layout of that hall.
On the glowing display, the grand ballroom of the Phoenix Castle was in absolute chaos. Sirchek's Lucifer had officially sanctioned a sudden high-stakes rematch between the battered Red Dragon Emperor and an incredibly arrogant Riser Phoenix. The noble devils in the upper galleries were whispering furiously, thoroughly scandalized by the human pawn's audacity.
Should we tell the church knights how this ends? You know the exact condition of Issei's boosted gear. You know exactly what strategy he's going to deploy to bypass Riser's continuous cellular regeneration.
No. Knowing everything is my whole gimmick. But dropping spoilers ruins the timeline's natural forge. Issei needs to earn this victory with his own hands, without a human anomaly altering his tactical mindset. Just spectate. Down on the scrying screen, the rematch exploded into absolute violence. Riser lunged forward, his pristine white suit engulfed in a volatile, roaring torrent of demonic hellfire. He brought his fists down with crushing force, determined to completely reduce Issei to cinders for the public humiliation. But Issei wasn't the same unpolished brat who had been thrashed during the official rating game. Having faced his own absolute despair, his crimson aura flared with a terrifying heavy draconic pressure. He absorbed the impact, his white shoes sliding across the polished marble floor of the ballroom as he raised his left hand, the green jewel of the boosted gear snapping into its next amplification cycle. He's changing his fight.
Generated by DramaIt.